Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy looking to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With a dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And his kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Flushed out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 35, here's second down at a yard.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be complete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big third down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Back to throw again.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And